Today we complete our story on Ming Sen Shiue. We're going to look at his continued torture and abuse of Mary Stauffer and her daughter Beth. We'll discuss their cross-country travels, Mary's continued awareness of how to get free, and the ensuing court drama, including 2 separate attacks on Mary by Ming. Finally, we'll discuss his sentencing and where it stands today. I'm Mike.
I'm Ian.
And I'm Dave. If you've been wondering all week what happened to Ming the Merciless, stick around and let the sweet dulcet tones of Ian's velvety voice satisfy your curiosity. This is Necronomipod. So I watched a bit of that movie, The Teacher, from 1974 that we talked about last week that Ming was obsessed with. It's something. The teacher, she's pretty hot, and the kid Sean bones her like 3 times during the movie.
Nice.
And the guy who is stalking her and kills Sean and his brother is a very unattractive man. 70s style. It's a lot of 70s porno type music.
Like while he's dicking down his teacher.
It's good. I mean, it's not horrible. Here's a clip from when the teacher's first trying to seduce Sean.
Well, come on in a minute. I'm not going to rape you. I promise. It's too early this morning.
It's too early in the morning to rape you, Sean.
Is that a real clip or is that a joke?
No, that's from the movie.
I'm not going to rape you.
Yeah.
Please come on in. I'm not going to rape you. And then she does.
Yeah, he was nervous. He ran home on that first meeting like that. And he warmed up to the idea, though.
He just had to come around.
Yeah, he came around several times during the
If she's
during
hot.
the film. She's pretty hot. Angel Tompkins.
Oh, yeah, that's a Playboy model, right?
Yeah. Nice boobies that they were watching from the warehouse with binoculars, and she's on her boat. She's on her boat, like stretching and doing all this maneuvering and topless. Yeah, it was something.
So I know she had done Playboy. In the movie, does she do topless too?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Lots of topless. Lots of booby action.
Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
So you could see why Ming was obsessed with it.
Oh yeah.
Right up his alley.
Right up his alley. But
He was fixated on her. That was who he wanted.
kind of the reception he was looking for from Mary, like this teacher,
The hero.
Diane, was giving to Sean. Yeah.
He was going to be the hero, right? He was going to, in his fantasy, he was going to rape her until she realized he was the hero, saving her from a loveless marriage.
Right. Like this boring
Yeah.
housewife life.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Philippine boring missionary.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to do missionary all the time.
Well, sometimes it's just nice to get in and get out and get to sleep, right? Like Kramer, you just got to fake it because, it's enough already and you're tired.
So I recommend it. Check it out for some good early mid-70s.
It's a Steven Spielberg movie, right?
Oh, yeah.
What was it, 1974?
74?
Is it? I don't know. I just guessed.
That's when the movie came out.
Oh, look at me doing a cinema no.
But there were no video recorders back then. What did he get? Did he get like a reel-to-reel copy of that thing or something?
Maybe.
I wonder. How was he looking at
that's
that thing at
true.
home? That was a couple years before VHS and beta.
Or maybe he got it like a couple years after.
A couple years later.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit of an old person joke, Dave, but not really because it's a real question. Like what? So you didn't watch movies outside of the theater back then unless they were like on TV?
No, there's no way to do that.
Because like I grew up in a VHS era. Like I can't even comprehend what that's like. Like there was always just movies available.
Yeah. I remember when we got our first VHS player and
Weren't they like super expensive?
it was thousands and thousands of dollars. Yeah.
But I mean, like
Really?
for like a VHS
yeah.
movie, it'd be like $100 or something, wasn't
to
it?
buy, sure.
Yeah,
sure.
like to buy a VHS. It's like $100. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was
Even
crazy.
DVDs were like $25 when they first came out. Now there's a bin at Walmart, like $3. if you're old school and want to watch DVDs.
Personal computers, same thing when they first came out. I remember paying $3,000 for your first Packard Bell with,
But that I remember a little bit. Like I remember kind of that era, but like I grew up in the era of like we all had like those box Disney movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all that shit. It was not my earliest memories. Everyone had a VCR and was watching movies.
Yeah.
Not everybody had a computer. That was something that came like in the 90s, mid 90s even.
Yeah, early 90s.
Yeah. Hell, I didn't have internet until I went to high school high school in 2000, 2001. I didn't have internet throughout the 90s in my house. I wasn't on like the grade school AOL Instant Messenger and all that.
Really?
Missed out on all that.
Loser.
You missed out on leaving like all kind of emo away messages on ICQ and stuff.
It's like fucking dashboard confessional lyrics and stuff. Like, oh my God, he's really going through it this afternoon.
Like passive aggressive things,
right.
like whoever you meant for them to, like who you're talking to, kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
So if you just Google that movie, you can stream it online.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was unavailable for some reason on Amazon Prime. It's like, this title's unavailable in your area.
Yeah, Amazon's like, fuck, we're not even going to charge you for this, but we're not going to give it to you for free because we're Amazon. Yeah. Just fucking, it's on YouTube, pal. Just watch it on YouTube.
What area is it available in?
Nothing, because they're probably like, we're ashamed of this. This is not good cinema. All right.
Check it out.
I would watch that. I'd probably watch that movie.
It's fun. I didn't, I skimmed through it. It had the 30-second advance button on the video. So
there you go.
Oh, nice. And it's probably only like an 80-minute movie anyways.
It was an hour. Yeah. Well, I think it was a full hour and a half.
Oh, all right. This story is very similar to like an Ariel Castro type story.
Yeah.
And I know I always say like I don't know anything about these stories, but like this one just escalates a lot. Not what I expected.
And it had the potential to go on forever.
If it wasn't for Mary being so aware of what was happening and picking up on things, which we'll get into tonight, they would have been killed eventually.
Yeah, probably.
Definitely the daughter eventually, I think.
I don't think this would have went on as long as Ariel Castro did, years and years and years. This would have eventually, I think, escalated to some murder before, they were saved.
It really makes you wonder how many people and like how many cases are happening right now of this in the country.
We talk about that all the time, but it's terrifying to think about.
Mm-hmm.
We should start a door-to-door campaign.
Just start kicking down
Just
people's
start going
doors.
to everyone's house in America, checking for hostages. That's what needs to happen.
I feel like that's the like Dwight Schrute. What's the Night Watch? Whatever thing he's on, he's kicking indoors in fucking Scranton, PA.
Bill of Rights be damned, motherfuckers. We're coming in.
All right, let's dive into this.
After Ming murdered 6-year-old Jason Wilkman, he headed back to his van. Ming was driving Mary Stauffer's car with Mary and her 8-year-old daughter, Beth, in the trunk. A search was already underway for Jason Wilkman, and Mary had been reported as missing. So when Ming got closer to where he parked his van, he saw the search taking place. It wasn't a massive search, but enough police cars driving around that Ming could tell something was up. So he switched up his plan again and drove back to the wooded area. He left the car parked and walked through the woods back to the van, leaving Mary and Beth in the trunk. It took Ming hours to walk undetected, hiding behind trees and stuff, to get back to the van. He made it eventually, drove back to the wooded area where the car was. Ming pulled Mary and Beth out of the trunk and moved them to the van. From there, he took them back to his house and locked him in his bedroom closet.
Did they find the car shortly after?
I believe so. Not too long after.
I guess probably no clues in there, though. No security cameras, that kind of stuff back then.
Yeah.
First thing in the morning on May 17th, 1980, Ming pulled Mary, still blindfolded, out of the closet. He led her to the living room and tied Mary to the couch. Then Ming set up a video camera, aimed it at Mary, and started questioning her. He asked her if she knew why she was kidnapped. He threw out hints about Alexander Ramsey High School, but Mary didn't have any answers. She started to assume that Ming must have gone to Alexander Ramsey, but she didn't remember him. This set Ming off because it completely went against what he had been fantasizing about for the past 15 years. In most of his journal entries, Mary always knew immediately who Ming was.
Yeah. Ming, my God, where have you been? I've been waiting for this day for years.
She's like, I don't even know you exist.
Yeah. She's had hundreds of students over her years, right? Like, and he was a quiet kid who did well, didn't cause any problems. In his mind, though, I could be your hero, baby.
Is that Julio Iglesias? Is that what that is?
Enrique Iglesias.
Enrique
I think.
Iglesias,
Yeah.
sorry.
It's his son, right? Is Julio? Are they related?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
That sounds right.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
I haven't heard Enrique Iglesias in a long time.
That's just that and I was gonna sing the Josie Scott from Saliva and Chad Kroger from Nickelback and Spider-Man, and they say that a hero can save us, which by the way is a fantastic song. It should be on everyone's playlist.
That is a good song.
It is.
You sure about that?
Come on, it's a good song. Is that the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man?
Oh, yeah.
Kirsten
Yeah,
Dunst.
Oh, yeah.
Kissing upside down and stuff.
That's a pretty hot scene, by the way.
There's a lot of cheesy songs out there that are good.
Hinder.
Hinder, Lips of an Angel.
It's fantastic.
That was a good fucking tune,
It's
buddy.
so good.
Ian's just frowning at us right now.
He's like, shame. Honey, why you calling me so late?
When a Hinder song comes up on my playlist, this big smile on my face. It's going to be a good day.
Whatever happened to Hinder?
I don't know.
They're probably opening like county fairs now or something.
That dude in that video was singing like fucking Joe Cocker.
He really was. like having like the spasms and the seizures. And he's just like kind of like he's in pain the way he's singing.
Ming told Mary that, yeah, he was one of her students, that she gave him a B in her class, resulting in Ming not getting a scholarship to college. And because of not getting into college, Ming was drafted to the Vietnam War. This was the reason Ming gave Mary as to why he kidnapped her. But we all know that none of that is true. I don't know if he was like justifying it in his own mind or if it's just like an on-the-fly pivot to not look stupid since Mary had no idea who he was.
She gave him a B. A lot of teachers these days give BJs in the classroom.
They certainly do.
Times are a lot different now.
Man, oh man. I feel like every week there's a new teacher dicking down a student story. I will just say that these teachers don't look like any of the teachers I ever had growing up.
No, they do not, sir.
No.
Like, it's like a different species. Like this species of woman teacher did not exist when I went to school.
Species.
It's like they're from a different planet or something. I don't get it.
Like I very rarely, I think, had a teacher that was under the age of like 60 years old. How are all like these 24-year-old teachers now? Like, and good for them, they're getting jobs. Maybe stop fucking your students.
They all want to fuck 16-year-olds. Or 14-year-olds or 12-year-olds. Wild West out there, fellas.
We talked about this earlier today, or when we were texting. I read a book years ago called Tampa. I forget the name of the author, but it was about a young lady who had like a fetish for young boys, and she got a job as a teacher so that she can pick out and groom who she was gonna fuck. And it was a pretty erotic book that I didn't think it was. It was kind of like a modern day Lolita type. But like I remember in one of the scenes, like the day before classes started, she got her room all set up and she was so horny that like she laid on her desk and the edge of her desk was like poking up in her asshole. And she just like rubbed herself on it so she got off. And I was like, USA, USA, USA. I gotta find what that was. And then she ends up seducing this boy and like going to his house and they're banging and like she has him over and she's like a married 27-something-year-old woman.
Sounds very similar to that Mississippi story.
Yes.
She was 26 and would go over to that kid's house.
Alyssa Nutting, and she is
I
from,
bet she was.
and she's a local, I believe local. I have to find where she is. Anyway, I mean, still as an author too, like,
God damn.
good looking young lady. It's a very intriguing novel if that's your thing, but you know, I read Lolita as well, so I had to read about some old pervert feeling up on a, you know.
Well, it's a
12-year-old
classic.
girl.
Nabokov is one of the greatest authors ever, huh?
Yeah, he
Let's
pushed
get
the
Mrs.
limits.
Nutting her due.
That's why I'm talking about
There
it.
you go.
It is. Lolita, there's no way to say this without sounding like a piece of shit. Lolita is one of my favorite novels I've ever read. It's very good. It's fucked up, but it's good.
It's something.
Yeah.
What was the guy in Lolita? H.H.
Humbert.
Humbert.
And he's in love with
The 14,
Dolores
14?
Hayes, the
Dolores.
12-year-old girl who he slowly sexually abuses
Oh, yeah,
throughout the
12. I was thinking
story.
14. That's even better. 12.
Yeah.
What kind of porno you reading, pervert?
And I think Tampa's about the same. Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
I mean, there's no coming back. I mean, it is what it is. What are you going to do? But yeah, Vladimir Nabokov.
I'm not hard in the slightest right now.
Ian doesn't like it. He doesn't like your kiddie porn you're introducing to the show, Mike.
You know what? That's the most appropriate I am not hard in the slightest we've ever used.
Well, it seems like things aren't working out for Ming the Merciless
It's not going
as
as
of
planned.
yet. Yeah, this whole thing, it's going to be grand. It's going to be this. It's
Very similar to like serial killers, when a lot of them say that the first time it just doesn't live up to the fantasy.
and then they're always chasing that high.
So following this made-up reasoning about the whole Vietnam thing, Ming told Mary that he knew she was planning to go back to the Philippines in a few days, and he would still let her go. He just had to get his revenge first. Ming said that he would rape and torture Mary for the next 3 or 4 days and then let her and her daughter go back to their lives, which Ming was quick to point out that Beth was collateral in this situation. He didn't think that she would have been with Mary that day.
Yeah, well, you know who shouldn't have been with Mary that day? Ming! Asshole.
Ming then raped Mary on camera. When it was over, Mary asked Ming why he was filming everything, and he responded saying that he would be able to watch after he let them go, that anytime he felt anger towards Mary build up, he would be able to watch one of these videos instead of kidnapping or hurting her again. At that point, Ming put Mary back in the closet for the remainder of the day. We talked about it last week briefly, but inside the closet, there were 2 throw pillows, a blanket, and a hanging light bulb from the ceiling, so Mary and Beth had a light. Ming also left a laundry bag inside the closet as well, which was for sure by mistake because it had his address on a tag inside. Mary spent the rest of the first day memorizing the address and making Beth memorize it as well. Once Mary was certain that she would never forget the address and Beth had it in her head, Mary ripped up the tag because she didn't want Ming to figure out that they potentially knew where they were. So really smart thinking right off the bat.
Yeah, this Mary's pretty clever.
It seems like she stays, for as much abuse and trauma as they go through, pretty level-headed throughout all of this.
She attributes it to God. I said that there was a lot of like let go and let God. She's very much, I stayed calm because of my belief in God. And
Hey, whatever it works for you
Yeah.
and helps you get through this, like, good for her. It didn't seem like she ever lost focus or track or gave up and was just like, here, I'm going to slowly work on this plan so that when we can take advantage, boom, we're doing it.
yeah, I mean, whatever she attributes it to, it
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The next day, the local news reported on the kidnapping of Mary Beth and Jason Wilkman, which was the 6-year-old boy that Ming killed in the process of kidnapping Mary and Beth. The news quoted 2 eyewitnesses who saw a man wearing all black and a black leather coat on, hanging out around the hair salon that Mary was last seen at. It was broad daylight and it was hot out, so like for sure stood out. The reporting also mentioned that the FBI was involved in the case now. So Ming was freaking out because he thought no one had seen him. He was hoping that people just thought Mary left on her own. So Ming's next idea was to have Mary write a letter to her husband. In the letter, Ming made her say that she just needed some time away before they went back to the Philippines. Ming mailed the letter to the Stauffer's house, and it was a huge weight off his shoulders. He figured that this letter would get to the FBI. Out of there. Spoiler, Irving Stauffer handed the letter over to the FBI, and they immediately determined that Mary was forced to write the letter.
He's like, oh, that's done. Now we can get back to raping.
This is
No one will be
very
looking
much-
for her now.
It's very much like almost those comical Charles Ng vibes of like just like this ridiculousness where he believes like, oh, this is,
Yeah.
you know, this solves it.
He's acting like a 12-year-old.
But he's a smart guy.
Not in
It's
practicality,
weird.
apparently.
Yeah, it's weird that he has these deranged fantasies. This guy starts his own business. He's successful. He's a straight A student in school or, you know, whatever. But then when it comes to this stuff, like just almost clueless.
Goes out the window.
Like,
It's just
yeah.
tunnel vision with
Yeah.
this. Fucking weirdo.
I always think of Charles Ng when Leonard Lake was getting talked to by the cops, and as Charles was walking down the store, he's like, "Nope," and just turned and walked.
Which that's actually really smart. Like, get the hell out of there. But
Over the next couple days, Ming would bring Mary out of the closet to rape her while leaving Beth inside the closet without the lights on for hours at a time. He would also do a lot of psychological torture where he would take Beth out of the closet and lock her inside the van outside for hours at a time, and Mary would have no idea where she was. The whole time Ming was still telling Mary that he would be letting her go on the 21st so that they could go on their trip to the Philippines. However, that day came and passed, and Ming continued on with this torture. We talked about last week how Ming's middle brother, Charles, lived in the house briefly, but it was like an upstairs-downstairs apartment situation. The downstairs had its own entrance. All that abuse that Ming inflicted on his brothers, they never saw each other.
Oh, that's weird. He didn't want to hang out and drink some beers.
So Charles moved out, and that's when Ming spent 5 years completely alone. Well, now that Mary is being held in this house, his youngest brother, Ron, moved in to the downstairs to live while he went to college. Again, it was set up where Ron would never come upstairs because he didn't want to interact with Ming. Mary did say that she heard noises at times that led her to believe someone else lived in the house. Ron said that he had no idea that Mary or Beth were in the house. He said at times he heard some muffled voices. He thought maybe Ming had a girlfriend or something, but that's as far as it went.
You sure about that, Ron?
do you have a theory that Ron was involved?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Seems unlikely
didn't
that
know.
after all those years, he's like, oh, maybe Ming finally got a girlfriend. Maybe he just didn't give a fuck, though.
Yeah, but if you're also not that close, you don't know
Yeah.
what he's like, I guess. I could see that. You're certainly not suspecting this.
No, of course not. I didn't mean to imply otherwise, Ron. I apologize if that's how it was taken.
Can't wait to have Ron on the show. I'm just going to fucking tear you up.
Yeah, I mean, he was like putting him in the oven and turning it on and then turning it off. Like,
yeah.
straight up torture him. So if it was like if that happened to me, I'm like, I don't want to fucking talk to him. I guess I'll live in the downstairs
that's
for
Yeah, if
free.
I can live
but-
here for free, but I'm not going to associate or give two fucks about what he's doing.
And Ron might have been hanging out with friends more
Yeah.
since he's in college, going to classes and shit.
Actually banging his teacher, possibly.
Maybe.
Something Ming could only dream about.
Consensual sex with
Consensual.
somebody at least. At least.
As time went on, Ming got more and more comfortable with the situation, and he started letting Mary and Beth out of the closet for extended periods of time. He let them wash their clothes, take showers, and got them a small TV.
What were they watching? MASH? Happy Days?
What was going on in 1980?
I don't know.
That?
MASH and Happy Days, I think. Maybe so.
Ming had Mary in the kitchen cooking dinner, and he bought Beth a bunch of board games, which they played together. In Ming's mind, he was turning this into like a little family. However, the fantasy came to a screeching halt regarding a sex life. Ming was raping Mary, and obviously she was not enjoying it. We talked about it a couple times. In Ming's writings, Mary would eventually fall for this stuff, but in reality, it's just rape. It's not passionate sex where Mary was all kissing on Ming and stuff. It was a terrifying experience for her. And because of this, Ming couldn't stay hard, and he blamed it all on Mary since she wasn't embracing him in a romantic way.
Oh boy, this guy.
All of that came to a head at the end of May. Ming kind of said, fine, if you aren't going to willingly love me, I'll just force you to. He pulled Beth out of the closet, still tied up, and put a plastic bag over her head. Ming said, you're going to love me or you're going to watch your daughter suffocate.
I am not hard in the slightest right now.
I am not.
That was me.
I'm glad.
Obviously, Beth is panicking, which is making the air in the bag disappear fast. So Mary started kissing Ming on the cheek. Ming said it wasn't good enough, so Mary started kissing him on the lips. Once he had felt he had gotten his point across, Ming took the bag off of Beth's head and put Mary and Beth both in the closet.
There is something very scary about, whether it's in horror movies or whatnot, about watching someone put a bag over someone's face and suffocate it. Just the...
Well, you're a very claustrophobic person.
Yes.
And I am too. I think you are as well, Ian. Have we...
Not like you guys.
We always send those videos of people climbing in caves and shit.
Oh,
and
yeah, fuck that. No, I'm not doing that.
But I agree. Anything like...
That's where you see it sucking in and out, covering your mouth and nose.
Just anything that
It's very
restricts
scary,
breathing in
yeah.
general to me, like, makes me start hyperventilating.
I don't know why in most of these movies they don't just poke a hole in their mouth, but nevertheless, it's very scary to watch
Times of,
on film.
Yeah.
I don't like to see that. It freaks me out.
I can't watch that scene in Stir of Echoes when that girl gets raped and they put the plastic bag over her face.
What I'm talking about.
I know. I can't watch that scene. It's terrible.
That is a fucking good movie.
It
That's
is really
one of the
good.
best.
You guys made it sound so great.
I turned my head for that part though. It kind of
That is one of Kevin Bacon's best movies. If you've never seen that, excellent movie.
It's creepy for sure.
Very. I'm going to watch that this weekend. I haven't watched that in a long time.
Have you ever played 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon, Dave?
Oh, yeah.
Did it start because he's in so many movies?
Mm-hmm. He's just a cool guy.
He seems all right. I always wondered why it was him that they used. Like, there's a lot of people in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
Wonder why it was Kevin Bacon. But, I would never be able to do it. But, movie enthusiasts, that would be fun.
About 3 weeks after the kidnapping, Ming found out about a trade show that was going on in Chicago. Since Ming owned an electronics repair store, this trade show was something that he wanted to check out, but he didn't feel safe leaving Mary and Beth behind. He knew that he would be breaking a whole bunch of federal laws by taking Mary and Beth across state lines, but that's what he would have to do. He wanted to go to this trade show.
Got to do what you got to do sometimes.
It's important electronics being sold
Oh,
there.
yeah.
They left for the trip in the middle of the night on June 9th. Ming rented an RV and taped cardboard to the windows so no one could see inside.
I feel like it's like a fun scene, like they're out like at like a picnic, like throwing a football and like smashing sandwiches in each other's faces. Alas, it was not that.
No. In real life, Mary and Beth were tied together using bike cables around their waist.
Oh, my God.
With the other end to the gas line that ran to the stove in the RV. Ming threatened them if they broke that line to get free. All it would do is fill the RV with gas and they would all die. There were obviously times that they had to stop along the way, so Ming made sure that Mary 100% believed him when he said that if they alerted anyone out in public, Ming would shoot and kill Mary, Beth, and whoever else they alerted. And then he would kill himself.
Did he own a gun? Like, did he? And he showed them he had a gun.
Oh, yeah, at all times.
I can't remember if we had talked about that last week.
Yeah.
Okay.
They stopped at places to get gas, fast food, and this was all working out really smooth for Ming.
I feel like we need to play the vacation song, Holiday Road.
I had both of them ready to go. I went with the Go-Go's. I was going to use Holiday Road later.
I promise we did not plan that or talk about that ahead of time.
I like to have options available.
I just feel like he's Chevy Chase in the passenger seat looking all dorky, just driving that car so happy. He's got this perfect little family in his fucked up mind. Meanwhile, they're just fucking tied up in the back.
Christy Brinkley's driving next to him.
Yeah.
Just flirting with her.
He was probably having a really good time in his own mind.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In his mind, like you said, like everything was going perfect.
Yeah.
He's got his little happy family.
He's been dreaming about it for years.
Yeah.
Once they got to Chicago, Ming was in a really good mood regarding how well this trip had gone. He decided to let Mary use a payphone to call someone from her old life and check in with them. Mary said that she wanted to call her husband to see if he was still in the apartment or if he had left for the Philippines, but Ming said absolutely not. Instead, Mary called a friend who told her that Irving had moved out of the apartment, but he wasn't in the Philippines. He was just in another spot. This friend gave Mary that new phone number that Irving could be reached at, and Ming wrote it down on a piece of paper. Then when they got back to Ming's house, so after the trade show, Ming allowed Beth to call Irving to wish him a happy Father's Day.
And he answered the phone and they talked?
Mm-hmm. I heard the call in like a documentary type thing. It had stuff behind it, so I couldn't find like a clean copy to play on the show.
Okay.
And you think it would sound distressed or something, but it just sounded like a normal conversation. And he said, when's the man gonna let you come home? And she was like, not right now. Or he's like, can you come home? And she's like, no.
Did he?
Go ahead.
No, I'm just trying to process that. Like, what did she?
That seems odd, right? Like if I was the dad, I feel like I'd be freaking out.
Did they know he had her? They still didn't know, right? They didn't know it was him.
No, they just knew that somebody did.
Yeah. Did they? They didn't. But she wrote the letter. They knew it was fake. Like they knew she was being held captive. They didn't believe she just was out doing a walkabout, getting some fresh air by herself for a while.
And it's an FBI recording. I'm sure the FBI was sitting beside him saying like,
So maybe
stay calm, just keep this a normal conversation.
don't do anything to upset anything.
Right. Just keep it as normal as possible.
That makes sense. That makes sense. And he's like, all right, I'm gonna play it cool, and then the FBI will do their thing and they'll figure this out.
Right.
Did they?
Okay.
The first call was at a payphone in Chicago. Probably hard to trace. They were probably gone, but were they able to get a trace back to Ming's house?
I'm not sure.
Odd that they weren't able to trace that for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why Ming did that. It's a weird twist.
He's letting this
It is
guard down
weird.
quite a bit.
Yeah. Pretty quick into this.
And at first I read this and she called her friend like, no, Irving moved out of the apartment. I'm like, well, that's odd. But then they were scheduled to move to the Philippines. Their lease was probably up.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like he was
He had to go
leaving her
someplace.
behind and leaving the
Right.
apartment or anything. So that really kind of makes sense.
And it was that really short-term one in like the campus area.
Right.
The way I took that was that they were just kind of gifted that apartment from the community for like their good work just to crash there.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
They were on their way out of the country.
Right.
Yeah, it was just a pit stop.
Maybe he was staying at Irv Senior's and maybe it jogged Irv's memory about the Chinese man that broke in and put a gun to your head with your daughter-in-law's picture.
That's right. That was part one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Does that ring
That's
a
so
bell, Irv Senior?
That's really weird. He had him at gunpoint, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it just he never brought that up.
They just never connected the dots that the two could be related.
I don't even know how that's possible. That's absolutely that's absurdity.
Difficult to wrap your head around.
On June 20th, Ming told Mary and Beth that they should celebrate Mary's birthday. He went out and bought a cake, put candles on it, and sang happy birthday to Mary.
How old was she?
I'm not sure.
Come on, man. I want to know. She looks like one of those women way back when that, like, she never looked young. Mm-hmm. She always looked like she was,
Like
you
she
know,
was
a
like
55-year-old school marm. Yeah. You can't picture her as.
So we'll call it her 52nd birthday.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just going to call it that.
I just had one of those. It wasn't great. I don't recommend it.
I bet it was better than hers.
It might have been better. Yeah.
During this time, Ming decided to move Mary and Beth into a larger closet. He became less strict about blocking the door with furniture to keep them trapped inside. Then on July 2nd, Ming's brother Ron moved out of the house to participate in a college study abroad program. So Ming now had the house empty. He was a lot more relaxed and less worried about being caught. And now he is truly, truly alone because both brothers are, moved on with their lives. His mom doesn't want anything to do with him.
Oh, why not? That's weird.
She tried to visit that one time when he was 25, and then he climbed in bed with her and got real weird about it.
Let's cut the crotch of those panties cut out of there so we can air that thing out, huh? What do you say, Mom? You down? I'm down. You down?
On July 4th, Ming decided to take Mary and Beth to a fireworks event at a lake close by. He brought a gun with him and threatened that he would kill everyone, including himself, if anything went wrong. Mary and Beth stayed quiet while watching the fireworks, giving no indication of something being wrong. However, Mary noticed a sheriff's car close by, and she stared at it the whole time, memorizing the phone number on the bumper. On July 7th, which was the 53rd day of Mary and Beth being held captive, Ming told Mary his plans to rent another RV.
I just picture him in the driver's seat, like big smile on his face, like he's so happy, like just living his dream life.
Ming the Mary.
They're literally tied up in the back.
Terrified.
Yeah, terrified.
Yeah, Mary Ming.
He looked into the possibility of a long-term rental and found out that he could lease one of these RVs for as long as a year. And Mary just sat there listening to Ming talk about plans for future trips, vacations, this real family thing, and she realized that he was never going to let them go.
I'm glad that realization kicked in.
Yeah.
I thought about renting an RV and driving around the country.
I think we've discussed doing that to a NASCAR race next year, perhaps.
I think we have.
That'd be all
The
right.
deep south, Talladega, Alabama. You guys are going to get a cultural experience. That would be a hell of a time. And we would play that Holiday Road the entire way down. That's all I want playing the entire way down.
After Ming left for work, he secured Beth and Mary inside the closet, chaining them together with a bike cable that was looped around the closet door hinge. Remember, this is a different closet too, so she notices some things about this new door. Once she was certain that Ming was gone, Mary reached out and grabbed one of the hinges, and to her surprise, the pin just slid right out. Mary proceeded to work on the second hinge, and sure enough, it slid right out too, and they were both free.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, I didn't want that to sound like Mary had been sitting in the same closet forever and she just never figured out how to do this. This was the new closet, so she just kind of popped in her head like, oh, I could probably maybe do something here.
He probably didn't take the precautions and examine the closet like he did the first one because he was feeling a little more comfortable.
Yeah.
Didn't look as
got
closely.
sloppy.
All right, I'll put them in this closet. They're not escaping. Nothing's really going on. We're kind of a family now.
She said it seemed like he maybe like even had greased it before or like maybe sprayed some WD-40 in there because she said it just for real just slid right out.
Nice.
With the door opened, Mary stepped out of the closet and moved to the kitchen. She remembered the phone number that she had seen on the sheriff's car and used the kitchen phone to call for help.
Is this pre-911?
I don't know.
It must be, right? That you
Would this
need
have been?
1980?
I don't know. I've always just known 911. Did it start relatively
I'm not
recent?
sure they had not. Like when I was a kid, I don't recall there being 911.
Huh?
I think that's
I didn't know.
fairly newer thing. At
So
least
you had
in
to call
some,
the,
in
you
some
had to
places.
call the local sheriff's department or police,
Yeah,
whatever.
I remember that coming a little bit later.
That's
Maybe I'm wrong
interesting.
and I'm misremembering that, but like, why would if it was around? Why would she need to remember?
Right.
Yeah. I don't know.
But that's super impressive.
Very.
I feel like if you held a gun to my head and told me to memorize a phone number by staring at it, I would just be done.
But yeah,
I'm not
I
gonna
get,
remember
but like
that.
it's do or die for her, right? It's life or death for her and her daughter,
yeah.
and she's doing what she needed to do every step of the way.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the address. Day one, I'm memorizing that. Here we are, 2 months later?
It's
still in
very
her
impressive.
mind.
Yeah,
Now she
I
sees
dig
that.
this
She goes,
lady.
okay, here's my way out. I now have a phone number for the police and an address to give them when I get that one chance to make a call. Boom, those door pins pop out. Ding, ding. Today's show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Well, 2024 is upon us, and resolutions and fresh goals are aplenty. While everyone is trying to improve or better themselves, have you ever given any thought to areas where you're already thriving? What are some things you don't want to change in your life this year? Maybe it's time to stop thinking new year, new me, because you're probably pretty great just as you are. Around New Year's, we tend to get obsessed with how to change ourselves instead of just expanding on what we're already doing right. Maybe you finally organized a few rooms in your home, and now it's time to tackle other rooms. Or maybe you take supplements every morning, and now you want to actually eat breakfast too. Therapy can help you find your strengths so you can ditch the extreme resolutions and make changes in your life that really stick. Therapy empowers you to be the best version of yourself, and when you start walking around with that extra confidence, that extra swag, nothing can hold you back. If you're thinking of starting therapy, why not give BetterHelp a try? It's entirely online and designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. All you have to do is fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists anytime at no additional charge. It's time to start celebrating the progress you've already made. Visit betterhelp.com/necro today and get 10% off your first month. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/necro.
Mary identified herself to the dispatcher and gave the address that she had memorized from the dry cleaning bag that she found on the first night at Ming's. She warned them that if they saw a black van out front, it meant Ming was home. She stressed how dangerous Ming was, that he constantly had a gun on him and that he would kill everyone around in the vicinity if he got caught. After the call, Mary and Beth went out the back door of the house and hid behind an old car, waiting for help to arrive. The police responded super fast and quickly found Mary and Beth still hiding behind the car, to which they were escorted to a squad car and rushed to the hospital. During the ride to the hospital, a deputy asked about Jason Wilkman, if he had been in the house with them. At that point, Mary realized that Ming had not released Jason like he said. She told the officers that she hadn't seen Jason since that first day, 7 weeks, leading her and the officers to suspect that Ming had killed him.
He told Mary and Beth initially that he was releasing that boy?
Yeah, that he just let him go.
Meanwhile, he just beat him to death in the woods.
Yeah, that first. So now the focus shifted to arresting Ming. A coordinated plan was launched involving Ramsey County Sheriff's Department, the Minneapolis Police, and the FBI.
Do you guys know who Ramsey County was named after?
That guy you talked about last
That's
week.
right, Alexander Ramsey, the
high school.
first governor of the territory of Minnesota.
This guy's got fucking everything.
Yeah. Later U.S. Senator for Minnesota and also the second governor of the state of Minnesota.
You know who else was the governor of Minnesota? Jesse Ventura.
That's true.
Right, he was. So how impressive is it really?
I don't know. Back then, he wasn't as fucking conspiracy theorist as he is now.
I was
right?
a big fan of Jesse Ventura, yeah.
He was an independent.
He had some good stuff to say.
Who won in Minnesota.
Yeah. He had some good ideas, Jesse Ventura, back during that campaign.
Nowadays, he's a little kooky with all of his, theories. But yeah, I remember being like, oh, this guy's all right. He's a very smart man. He's very intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote a conspiracy theory book that has some good Jonestown stuff in it.
Okay.
Like a lot of it's kind of crazy off the wall shit, but there is some interesting stuff in there.
He was a Navy SEAL.
He was a badass dude. Great professional wrestler, great professional wrestling commentator.
He was the best commentator.
He got
awesome.
He got fired because he tried to get the wrestlers to unionize, and Hulk Hogan ratted him out to Vince McMahon, and Vince fired him.
Sounds about right. Hogan. Scumbag.
Part of me thinks like Jesse Ventura knows how to be an entertainer. I think he does that conspiracy theory stuff because it keeps his name out there. He makes money off of it. What else is he going to do? He's not running for any higher office. Part of me thinks he knows what he's doing. He's just kind of tickling the taint of the conspiracy
There's
theory.
probably something to that, sure.
He's a smart guy. I don't know. I like him. I always enjoy watching interviews or listening to interviews with him.
Same.
So all these law enforcement agencies went to the store that Ming owned, and they entered the store with their weapons drawn. And Ming didn't resist. He was handcuffed by the officers. During his arrest, Ming acted super confused, repeatedly asking why he was being arrested.
What? Come on. What are you guys doing?
However, when the officer started to frisk the employees and, start to put them in handcuffs, Ming said that they had nothing to do with any of this. It was all on him. And with that, police put Ming in the back of the police car and took him to jail.
About fucking time. Fuck this guy.
Good guy Ming, treating his employees right.
Look at that. I bet that he would let them unionize. Vince McMahon won't, but he will.
You think Ming's a union guy?
Nah, probably not, but I don't know. If you're a part-time employee at Sound Equipment Services, are you eligible for union benefits? I don't know.
While in jail, Ming was obsessed with thoughts of revenge against Mary. In jail, he met a guy named Richard Green, who was getting near the end of his sentence. Ming gave Richard Mary Stauffer's address and promised him $50,000 to murder her. To show his commitment, Ming gave Richard a check for $1,000 as an advance payment.
It's like Jerry Springer paying a hooker with a check back in Cincinnati.
Jerry,
Smart.
what are you doing, pal? Wasn't that he was like mayor or running for mayor?
He was the mayor.
He was the mayor, yeah.
Hookers with checks. Jerry.
I always forget that he was the mayor of Cincinnati at one point.
Didn't he?
Yeah.
He ran again for something like later in life. Was it mayor or was it governor of Ohio?
Governor of Ohio.
Yeah. Like he never made it out of a primary.
No,
but he
was like early primary,
yeah,
Jerry.
Yeah. That's what I remember him for. But I remember like I was like the TV guy and people were like, no, he was fucking mayor of Cincinnati.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. I bet he's never paid for a hooker with a check. He's a smart guy. I was wrong. I was wrong of me to think that.
You were indeed.
Ming also wanted Richard's help in escaping from jail. Ming was due for a transfer to a hospital for a psychiatric evaluation. He thought that Richard could help him escape during this transfer. Richard accepted the money from Ming, got this cash, and after he was released, he cashed Ming's check, bought a car with it, and then never spoke to Ming again.
Look, I'm sure this Richard guy's a piece of shit, but this is pretty cool. It's fucking awesome.
Well, and he told the FBI, from what I read, too.
Oh, you just ratted him out.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I'll take your money, buy a car, tell the FBI, see you later, fuck boy.
FBI's like, all right, we're gonna let you keep that $1,000. Just, whatever you did, don't do it again. Get the fuck out of here. Thanks for the information.
Charles Ng did the same shit too. He was joking it up with everybody in prison. He was swearing he was innocent.
They loved him.
He was joking it up, telling people all kind of shit, promising people money, and then everyone just turned on him. Like, yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Imagine going to prison and you're like, yeah, I trust this guy. He's gonna do well by me.
I'm gonna give him a check.
You're in prison. Like nobody's good here.
I'm gonna give him $1,000 check.
Yeah, right. Good for Richard.
Richard's also getting out of jail, so he's probably like, I'm not risking this shit.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
Dick Green is all the way across the country in that new whatever $1,000 Chevy Silverado he picked up.
Dick Green probably went on to do great things with his life. He rehabbed himself, his public image. He's probably the mayor of Topeka, Kansas or something.
Maybe.
I hope so.
I'm Mayor Dick Green. I did not kill Mary Stauffer and her daughter for $50,000. Reelect me.
Ming started coming up with another escape plan. In jail, inmates had the option to get candy from a snack cart. Ming regularly picked Kit Kats. He would eat the candy but save the wrappers. He collected these wrappers, intending to use them to trick a security alarm. I don't really understand what it is. He was trying to line something with the foil.
Like if it's a magnetic alarm thing, you break the connection but put the Kit Kat thing in between it so it looks like the connection's still there and you can open the door.
Something like that.
That's what I would think.
However, a deputy found Ming in possession of tons of Kit Kat wrappers, along with 2 screws he had removed from cafeteria chairs. As a result, Ming's status was elevated to a maximum security prisoner. This change led to a loss of his cafeteria privileges, and he was segregated from other inmates, with his movements being restricted to only court appearances. In solitary confinement the rest of the time.
Good for you, Ming.
In August of 1980, Ming had his first hearing on kidnapping charges where he pled not guilty by reason of insanity. The trial started a month later on September 9th, 1980. Mary was summoned as a key witness for the prosecution. As she approached the witness stand, Ming unexpectedly attacked her. Court marshals restrained Ming, and the judge had to order a recess as Ming was removed from the courtroom. And he was like screaming at her, like, why did you do this? Why did you run away? And all this stuff. Still on that.
That's wild.
Like,
That was his family.
yeah, like you should have stayed with me type thing.
Man, nuts. That's federal court, too. Those are federal charges, federal kidnapping, because he took her across state lines.
He needed to get to that trade show.
Yeah. Was his jump as good as that guy the other day in Vegas?
I don't know.
Flying across,
Jesus.
grabbing the judge. That was something, huh?
That was
Scary.
wild.
You took your 6 months in county to you're gonna do 40 years now. You fucking
Yeah,
imbecile.
not smart.
Did you see he was back in there today with a face covering and
Yeah.
all those charges?
Was that today?
she
I thought
threw
I
at
saw
him?
that
Was it
the other
yesterday?
day.
Maybe
Yeah.
it was yesterday.
They had him covered
Yeah,
up.
you're going bye-bye for a long time. So
That's like the spitting mask, right? Or when they're
Yeah,
spitting and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
I liked that judge too. Like they were going to transfer him to another courtroom, and she's like, "No, bring him back to me,
bring him back.
and we're going to talk about this." This is the one attorney behind there, like throwing punches at him too, like fucking hammering on this guy.
They were getting off on him.
I mean, I get it in that heat of the moment. Like, sure, that's going to happen. It's just you don't often see that.
You
like,
don't.
there was not enough bailiffs and deputies in that courtroom at all.
You've seen that before. You've seen where, like murder victims' fathers charge the defendant and stuff, and you see 20 bailiffs jump on them.
Yeah.
Like there was hardly anyone in that courtroom.
Well, but what was his initial? What was his initial conviction, or what was he there for? I don't think it felt like it was a lower level.
some sort of assault.
Yeah.
She ended up giving him, I think, almost 4 years on the assault, and then
and then it.
20 additional
Yeah, right,
charges.
right.
He's going to go away for another 20 years now.
I mean, I get when it's those very emotional, intense courtroom. You're going to have it loaded with people, or with deputies and sheriffs that are going to be there to protect.
Yeah.
Just
Guy should have been in the Olympics, not
the way he
in
fucking
court.
jumped.
He
Yeah.
fucking flew over that desk. That was impressive.
He would have just turned all of that
Yeah,
emotion and anger or
Yeah.
whatever was pent up inside of him, and instead of assaulting people,
that's right.
go do the long jump,
Yeah.
the high jump,
Exactly right. Pole vault.
shot put,
He got some good height there.
all of it.
The still shot was ridiculous of him like midair jumping over. Once trial resumed, testimonies were heard from Mary, Beth, and Irving Stauffer. The jury was presented with parts of the recordings that Ming made during the sexual assaults on Mary.
Parts of them, like blurred. Like, how does that work? Something like that? Does
You
the
watch?
witness sit in court and the jury, the whole courtroom watches her being raped? Mm-hmm. Well, that's something, huh?
That's how
I guess you have to.
Yeah,
right?
Leonard Lake and Charles Ng's trial. That people watched the videos that the jury had to watch the videos that they had.
I mean, if you're the prosecution, you absolutely want that shown.
You have
Right?
to, yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like there's no stronger argument than showing something like that, especially if you're
I'm
with
sure
the jury.
Mary didn't sit in the room. I don't know why I said
well, that would be terrible if they made her sit there and be like, oh,
she-
you will watch
No,
this.
she didn't do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder how that's like being on a jury and say, like a felony child porn distribution case or something like that, and you have to watch that evidence or look at the it's very traumatic.
I know someone who sat on a child sexual assault jury, and they said they cried the entire time. That it was extremely upset. It was just, I think it was photographs.
Yeah,
They said it was terrible.
I'm not sure how you could ever get that out of your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that has to be scarred in your mind forever. Having a look at something like that. Do courts offer anything like that for juries? Like any post
It's a very good question.
therapy?
They should.
Yeah.
You almost have to.
Yeah.
Like seasoned law enforcement, that are on task force, child porn task force and stuff, having to watch that is one thing, but your average Joe,
But even
run-of-the-mill citizen,
they're
putting
gonna
them into there and having to look at stuff like that, they're not prepared for that.
Yeah.
Not that law enforcement's prepared for it either.
I just mean I'm sure those people need to go through some kind of therapy too at the end of that career.
You can't watch stuff like that and not be affected by it.
But there's all I say that, but then there's a reason why we're not doing that, and there's other people who maybe are cut out for that type of work. Sure. I don't believe that would be one of my strengths. But yeah, you would hope that they would offer something to the
Someone has to do it though.
jury.
Someone's got to do it.
Yeah.
But that's a tough jury situation. I never get picked for jury duty. I don't know why.
I've gotten picked for it a couple of times, but I have the perfect excuse because I just say that I have bipolar disorder, and they're like, "Nope, you're done."
Fuck out of my courtroom, asshole! And how dare you even showing up today?
I just go online.
Like, sorry, man. It's got a piece of paper.
I just go online and I'm like bipolar disorder and right off there.
Who invited this asshole to the party? Get him off the list. I had a grand jury summons one time years ago. My number was too high to get picked, but it was a quarter, like 3 months, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I had to go.
God damn.
But it's a huge commitment.
Well, grand jury would be that's a big thing.
Yeah.
You're getting into some shit.
3 months, 3 days a week for 3 months. It's disruptive to a lot of people's lives.
I mean, look, if we ever wanted out of jury duty, we have this podcast, right? Like, we're dipshits that talk about true crime and, on the air.
I'm definitely going to be spilling the beans as soon as I get home tonight. So
You should
I'm
check
not sure
me-
you want to tell me this stuff.
I'm on Necronomipod, so go listen to us and see if you want me on your jury.
Oh, drug case? No, I'm voting not guilty. I don't care what it's all about.
Instant
That has been
dismissal.
said before. The defense and the prosecution both acknowledged that Ming 100% had antisocial personality disorder, but the defense took the stance that Ming's mental state impaired his ability to comprehend or control what he was doing. The prosecution said that, it's absolute bullshit. Ming's daily activities, like the fact that he managed a store, had employees, kept a routine, showed that he was capable of rational behavior, kind of demonstrated Ming's conscious decision to commit the crime and that he was fully aware it was illegal. So insanity wasn't going to fly. There's a big difference.
And that's a stretch. Like this, he knew what he was doing with his setups.
Do you not have to be insane, though, to sit for 20 years at home and fantasize about some middle school teacher you had 20 years ago?
You're mentally ill.
He's mentally ill.
But you're not insane. You don't know the difference.
Yeah, I think he knew this to me in this story, he knew every step of the way what he was doing was wrong. He was just hoping for that happy ending, right? Of I'll change her. I'll rape her into loving me is kind of what his story was.
Someone who deserves the insanity defense is like Richard Chase. Remember, he thought he was losing his blood, so he needed more blood.
Yeah.
But like he didn't start killing people. He was killing all those baby rabbits and drinking their blood to get the blood back. Like fully you're gone. You don't understand. You're not in reality anymore.
In no other aspect of Ming's life did he show any signs of insanity.
Right.
Or struggling with coping with reality other than Mary.
Yeah, like if Richard Chase wasn't living in that apartment that his mom paid for, he would have been homeless, drinking random animals' blood. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't running a store.
I think that's fair. I agree with that.
Ed Gein's questionable. I think we debated that a bit because he got the insanity defense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he went to a hospital.
There's definitely
the
a
only
fine
one,
line.
too.
There's a fine line. I mean, it's
Like Charles Singh, we talked about him a bunch of times. He's obviously very mentally ill and killing babies and stuff. But I think he knew right from wrong.
well,
It is a fine line.
it's tough. Are you leaning towards he was maybe?
Just asking the question. I don't know.
Well,
But is a jury qualified to make that determination?
Well, I think you may be listening to experts, though, at that point, right? You
whoever-
got to base it on what the experts are saying in the courtroom.
It's also subjective, I guess.
It certainly
is the
is.
point.
It is.
Very few people get that not guilty by reason of insanity.
Ed Gein's the only one I can think of. No. Even Richard Chase didn't get it. He was way off the rails.
And I just sit here and I compare this guy's behavior to myself, and I say, I think he's pretty fucking insane. I don't know. But that's a clinical term versus,
Yeah, court purposes, it always falls on that knowing right from wrong. Like,
yeah.
do you demonstrate any type of trying to hide your crime at all?
But does someone trying to hide their crime always indicate that they're not insane? That they
I don't
know
think
right
so.
from wrong?
I think there's definitely arguments to be made on both sides.
Yeah. There's no right answer here. Everything's so subject.
No, I mean, Richard Chase didn't get it. He was sent to prison for the rest of his life.
Sure.
So
It's about your attorney. It's about the jury selection. It's about the judge. It's about the experts you bring into court.
who's the other one we've talked about? Joseph Callinger.
Like that dude was fucking insane.
He didn't get it either.
Was he the one that had his kid
Yeah.
involved?
With
He
the
had all his
hamsters.
kids involved.
Killed his kid. Killed his own kid in that warehouse.
We covered that
He had
years
the
ago,
hamster,
right?
He was just doing all kind of crazy shit. Yeah, he bought all those hamsters. He was trying
Right.
to teach them how to talk and stuff.
Was he making little suits for him? The bespoke hamsters?
But like you
He
guys,
would talk to him and be like, "You're not listening to what I'm telling you to do."
like you guys say though, often are they mentally insane, or are some people just evil? And I'm not saying I agree with that statement of people just being evil, but maybe there are just people that just do all bad shit, do bad things.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a good example. His brothers went on to be normal. Everybody else in his family was normal.
Yeah.
It's that antisocial personality disorder. Like, that's the bad one. You don't have any feeling. After the closing arguments, the jury deliberated for less than 8 hours. On September 17th, they returned a guilty verdict, and Ming received a sentence of 30 years to life in prison. However, he still needed to be tried for the murder of Jason Wilkman. Initially,
Which is important because that's a federal charge. And back then, I think 30 years was the max, like mandatory parole after 30.
yeah, he would have gotten
So he would have
out.
got out. He'd be out right now. Potentially.
Well, it does not even just make it worse in the sense that this is the murder charge, right? There was not even a murder charge yet.
They didn't know what happened to him, and he just completely shut up about it, would not answer a single question about Jason.
Right. Other than just what they knew about he was seen with Mary and Beth,
Right.
and then he was no longer to be heard from again.
Yeah, so then, and after he was found guilty for this, he decided to kind of negotiate. Maybe he could get a leg up, maybe in case they found Jason's remains, then they would come down harder on him. So he figured he would just negotiate a deal.
Yeah.
So what they worked out was that Ming would face second degree murder charges instead of first degree if he showed them where Jason's body was. On October 28th, Ming led police to Jason's remains, so he was charged with that second degree murder, and then they tacked on another kidnapping charge since he threw him in the trunk and drove away. Again, Ming pled not guilty by reason of insanity at a second trial, which started on January 14th, 1981. Mary was again called to testify, which it'd be really hard to do a second time, to do the whole thing over again.
You're like, can I just fucking move on from this
Well,
jackass?
and it relied on her because
Sure. She was an
she
eyewitness.
was
The
the last
only one.
yeah.
Right.
Her and Beth, right? Would be the only ones.
Yeah, remember that kid was in the car or in the trunk with her.
They were in the trunk.
for
I
a
get it.
solid period of time.
But from her standpoint, I'm like, can I fucking move on from this now?
During her testimony, Ming suddenly attacked Mary in the courtroom. He jumped over the defense table and tackled Mary to the ground. Ming slashed Mary's cheek with a knife that he had smuggled in. He hit it between his legs, causing a severe cut that later required 62 stitches.
Because they didn't take the necessary precautions when he attacked her the fucking first time in
Right.
the other trial.
Yeah, I don't know
I
what's
don't
going on
understand
here.
how this is even happened. Like that, it's baffling to me when I read that. I had to read it again because I thought you accidentally like posted the same paragraph like twice in the outline. I was like, wait, he fucking actually attacked her twice in court? How the hell is there not all this extra safety precaution the second time she's going to testify against him? Let alone this time he brings in a fucking knife?
It's a significant scar, too, that she carried with her for the rest of her life. Mm-hmm. Like a big fucking scar down the side of her cheek.
That's just stupid.
Again, screaming at her for making up lies and all this shit.
Unbelievable.
Following this incident, court took an immediate recess and Mary was rushed to the hospital. Ming's lawyers wanted a mistrial, but the judge denied. When the second
They have the gall to ask for a mistrial after their fucking client jumped and attacked a woman with a knife.
right.
Guys, sit down and take the L on this one. Like, what are you supposed to, like, just shut the fuck up. You lose.
When the second trial ended, Ming was sentenced to 40 years for the murder charge to be served concurrently with his previous 30-year sentence. He is eligible for parole. His first hearing was in 2010. That was attended by Mary and Beth, and they sat in front of the parole board, and Beth really laid it out. Like, I will never be safe if this guy is out of jail. He beat it into our heads the whole time we were held captive that he would, if he ever got caught, he would kill us and he would come look for us. And, you know, he can't be let out.
Ever.
Right.
And Mary should just be like, this is the first time in front of you where he hasn't attacked me. So clearly when you let him free, he's going to fucking attack me.
So Ming was denied that parole. He had another one in 2016 that was denied. I think he's just going to be denied forever, hopefully.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think he would be very safe to be let out.
If you think about it, though, if he wouldn't have killed the kid, if he'd have just let him go, he'd be out now.
He'd be out.
Mm-hmm.
The state judge in the murder conviction is the only person that's keeping him in jail. The federal 30-year sentence was up.
They did what they could.
He
Like,
would
it
have
wasn't. But
yeah, he would have been let out 15 years ago, and
Yeah.
he probably would have killed these two.
He would have went after them for sure.
It would have been
100%.
yeah, we'd be telling a different story tonight.
Which is ridiculous. That after everything he did to those two, he would have got out after 30 years. There's some people that need to be locked up permanently, and that's one of them, without a doubt.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, Ming inflicted a lot of damage on Mary Stauffer, especially with the scar on her face at the very end.
It's horrible.
Yeah,
I mean, you could almost argue that like inflicting that emotional and trauma on a person is as bad or worse than killing them because now they have to go on the rest of their lives living with that.
It's equivalent.
I mean, I certainly understand that they weren't killed and that's good, but they're living every day with that fear, that PTSD.
Sure.
Every 6 years with this, oh my God, he might be paroled like that. Yeah. I certainly agree that there should be, it shouldn't just be murder that locks you up forever.
no, I think that there definitely should be at least a life in prison option for rapists. And that gets into like
Rape, trauma, abuse, stuff like that. Yeah.
I think
agree.
I think
I have
the
no
death
problem with
penalty should be an option in some cases as well.
I have no problem with that either. In theory.
Yeah, in theory. Yeah, in theory.
Well,
Before people start yelling at me.
I would not go that far, but I would certainly say life in prison for people like if he had life in prison without what's the kid's name? If he wasn't even a factor in this,
Yeah.
and Ming got life in prison, absolutely.
Yeah, you don't belong in society anymore.
Don't disagree.
Well, hopefully he doesn't. When's he due up next? Is it every 6 years he's due?
Seems
Well,
like it.
pretty. Well, it would have been 2022, so I probably not then, right?
The last thing I could find was from
2016.
2016.
But the judge recommended he never be let out, right? Like, they're not going to let this guy out. He's not getting out.
But they say that stuff, and then, like, I don't know how many people have we talked about where like psychiatrists and psychologists and behavioral science therapists were like, this person is not safe. Oh, parole or let him out or,
Like
whatever.
Arthur
Like,
Shawcross. Like that's
Was that
one
the
of the
one?
most
Like-
egregious ones. They let that motherfucker out of jail.
so it's like
He'd
you
already
never
killed
know.
children
Yeah.
and they let
Yeah,
him
that's-
out.
Like we've talked about people who are like early in these killers' lives, were like they need clinical help. Nothing happens. And then they kill people.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, well, they killed people. Maybe we should just put them in the electric chair. When it's like, well, you had every opportunity to help him. So my point was like, I agree the judge may have said that. I don't know how much weight that's going to hold 20 years down the line.
I don't think things happen like this anymore because when these types of people come up for parole now, the family contacts the news does stories on it, makes it widespread. They embarrass the parole board and the governor.
But did that
And they-
not
and they
happen
don't-
back then? Like, are you saying that's more of a newer
No,
thing?
like,
Or
do like change.org petitions. There's just information gets disseminated
It's-
broader now more so than back then. People didn't hear about these things like they do now.
it affects politics more now.
It absolutely does.
And
And they
so I would
embarrass
say
the
that,
parole board. They embarrass the governor, and
which
they
goes back
deny
to the
parole.
governor, and it goes back to all
You
of that.
get it on the news. You get people protesting, complaining, whatever, and it just.
But then if you're the governor
happen
or,
like
or
that.
the sheriff or whoever's up for election, you play off what the constituents want, right? Like you're either that hard ass or that,
Sure.
oh, I'm going to stay his execution or whatever it might be.
which I'm not saying is great all the time because it
No, because it's politics.
it brings that tough on crime mentality where you lock up innocent people, but it also stops people like this from getting paroled like they used to, I think. But yeah, it's always a potential, I guess.
This was a very interesting story.
It's weird.
It was not at all what I thought we were going to be getting into when we decided this one. I thought this was like a disappearance type story where we were going to be like debating like, oh, what happened to Mary Stauffer? No, we know very well what the fuck happened to Mary Stauffer.
Right?
She did some Lifetime. There was a Lifetime movie about this and stuff. So.
When you Google them, like all kinds of like interviews and stuff pop up.
Yeah, so hopefully she
Like
got
her and
paid
Beth
off
are
this.
out there.
Yeah. It was called Abduction. You know who played Mary Stauffer?
Who's that?
Allison Hannigan. One time at band camp,
Oh, really?
I put my flute in
That's
my pussy.
wasn't it a newer movie?
It
Or
looked
was it not-
relatively new?
Not too like
Years ago.
2017 maybe.
Oh, okay. Right. But yeah, I
Fairly
did see her.
recent.
I did see that pop up.
And then one time at band camp.
I fucking love the American Pie movies. Have we ever discussed this?
We have in real life, like shoot life.
So
don't know
like
about
I
show
love
life.
the American Pies, and then I've seen every single spin-off that they've done. Like Naked Mile and Band Camp and fucking not Band Camp, Naked Mile. There was like 4 of them. Shit, I don't even remember now.
What
And
happened at band camp? Did she put a flute in her pussy?
I don't think it was Band Camp. Naked Mile. Fuck. I don't remember. The only person in every single one of them is Eugene Levy. He's the only one in every one of them. And then
He knows how to cash a check.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. And in all of the spin-offs, there's always some member of the Stifler family, like a cousin or something.
Stifler's little brother.
American Pie 1 and 2 are so fucking great. I think they're fantastic. I love those movies.
I've never seen anything beyond the second one.
Really?
Yeah, I don't
So you
think
have
so.
not. So of the original 4, like with all the cast,
Mm-hmm.
there's 1, 2, and then American Wedding, where Jim and what's her name in the movie? Bandcamp Girl. Jim and
I don't
Fuck.
remember.
I've seen that one.
get married. That's 3, and then 4 is Reunion, when they come back for like a 20-year high school reunion, and that literally came out 20 years like after the first one. Like
I've never seen that
not
one.
okay.
Like at that cabin lake house.
Yeah, the reunion.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. I don't. I love those movies.
What happened to Tara Reid? What's she up to these days?
Looking rough.
I don't know. She went off the rails real bad, right?
And then who's the redhead girl? She's been in a ton of stuff. Like she was in Orange Is the New Black.
Oh yeah, with the curly hair.
Yeah, she's been in a ton of stuff.
Oh, Natasha Lyonne?
yes,
Oh,
that's her
she's
name.
awesome.
She's in a lot of
yeah.
stuff now. Like
Yeah.
her career took
Oh,
off.
absolutely.
Yeah.
She's great.
Yeah, there's always Shannon Elizabeth's breasts. That first
What happened
one.
to her? She didn't do too much after that.
I don't think she needed to. I think she cashed some checks. She was like, deuces.
She did the Jay and Silent Bob. She was a Boom Boom Kitty Fuck. Remember that?
Right, yeah.
Boom, boom, kitty, fuck.
That's right.
All right. I think she was in a couple like horror movies too.
I feel like she was in one of the scary movies, like one of those stupid.
She was.
Yeah.
She was in 13 Ghosts remake, wasn't she?
Oh, really? I don't know.
I think that's
Maybe.
someone else, maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe not.
I think she was in a scary movie. She was like the ditzy girl who just got like hacked to death. When she was like, like trying to run away. And they're just like cutting her leg off. And she gets up and starts running again. They cut her other leg off and she's still like crawling away. Yeah.
I like some of those just stupid as fuck movies.
The scary movies are funny. All 4 of them. I think there's 4, right?
I think so.
Those are fucking hilarious.
The fourth one's super funny. That's when they make fun of Tom Cruise beating up Oprah and shit.
He's just drop kicking her and stuff. That was good.
Is that when he was like freaking out about Katie Holmes?
Yeah.
He's all excited. Yeah.
And then you look at it in real life, it's like, it's not really that far off. He really was grabbing
pretty
her
close.
wrists like that. Like, the fuck's he pushing on her so hard for?
Oh, man. All right. Anything else? We good? Anything else on
think
this
we're good.
topic?
I don't know how to protect yourself from a fucking weirdo like this.
You really can't.
There's nothing you can do. Just
You got to be living in fear every day.
be
Probably
aware of
after
your
this.
surroundings. I don't know what you can do.
There really is nothing to do.
You're right.
This would be so fucking random as like, I don't know, just some person.
Someone you saw at the laundromat
Right.
8 years ago. Oh, do you remember me? I'm kidnapping you and you're going to stay in my house.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like when I fucking worked at a grocery store or something, like a coworker.
Sure.
And 20 years later, they've just been obsessing for all that time. I'm like, I don't even know who you are or remember you.
Of course. Now you're locked up in a closet at home. You're like, who are you again?
Yeah, it's scary. I don't know. But at least they made it out safe. And Mary seemed to have a really good head on her shoulders about all of it.
She's given interviews over the years with her daughters and stuff, or with her daughter. So good for her for bouncing back, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Fuck you, Ming.
Yeah, fuck you. Speaking of not fuck you, let's say thank you to some patrons.
Thank you to new patrons, Darren Deej Genovese. Is it Genovese? Genovese. Either way.
You covered it both.
Emily Wolcott, Moonshine Robot, Cabello Cab, Losing Mind Daily Jessica, Brock L.E., Tara Baca, C.K. Merritt, Ruth Albrent Runnels, Deirdre Johnson, Whiskey Eyed Girl. You like those kind of girls, right, Mike?
Love it.
JP Namapod, He Who Comes by Night, Samantha Gomes, Megan Michelle, Gray, Jan Engelin, Christina Sanchez, Milfin Ain't Easy, Talia L, Kelly Dexter, Chelsea Dunbar, My Husband Dave Kicked Ass Cancer's Ass. Fucking good for you, Dave. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Ass cancer. Who needs that bullshit?
Not I.
Well, good for you, Dave.
And neither does Dave. And that's why he said, get the fuck out.
Goddamn right.
Good for you.
This Samantha also loves Dave. Oh, another Samantha that loves Dave. There's so many all over the world.
It's getting close to a Royal Rumble.
Dude, we're going to book the fuck out of that thing.
Batcat Meatloaf, Elizabeth Hewlett, Nursing Nugget, Alex Tomlin, Champagne and Stars, TJ Burnham, Taylor Blake, Brother Kenneth Kane is disappointed in you. So I know who that is. That's an old friend of mine that I went to high school with, and referencing a brother from our alma mater, Mike, who we had in school.
All right. Brother Kenneth Kane. Not even convinced that's your real name.
I'm sure he's dead now, so
Well.
he's not disappointed in me anymore. Kylie Brock, Nicholas Kaleshian, E, Christine Taylor, Megan, Desiree Horrigan. I want Mike to murder my vagina.
There might be some documents you have to sign before we get into that, but I'm interested.
Loves to spooge. Eric K, Davina McBride, Cami Gladfelder, Zach Harris, Rebecca N. I fucked Declan and all I got was this podcast.
You lost.
Should have negotiated better terms.
First of all, you didn't fuck Declan. He doesn't even know what a fucking is. But you might have jerked off to pictures of him, and I'm sorry, this is the best you get.
Bruce Rankin, Wendy D, Adorable Adam, a short but thick penis.
It's a chode. Call that a chode.
And finally, Mike is a vapid, dirty little slut. A nasty boy.
And like the Brian Sags or Brian Knobs and Jerry Sags, the Nasty Boys.
Mike is a vapid, dirty little slut. A nasty boy. It's very specific.
Okay.
Thank you, new patrons. Thank you. Oh, wait. I have one make do.
The fuck's a make do?
I pronounced the name wrong. So,
I mean, a make good.
make good. Okay. Make do, make good, whatever.
Oh, I just never heard make do before. I didn't know.
Cross Nardi. Thank you, new patron. Croux. Cross. I wouldn't have expected to pronounce it like that, but thank you for correcting me.
Would you say crow?
I think I probably said crow. I was corrected. Cross Nardi. Thank you so much, new patron.
All right. Ian, what do you got?
For iTunes, I have one for James West, not Ian's hoe.
Oh. Is that Angie?
I'm sorry, Ian. You lost her.
Yeah, I lost the hoe.
You lost that
one of them.
She ain't your hoe. No mo.
Mrs. Hildebrandt is Declan's sis.
Oh, that's debatable.
It's an interesting theory. You go look at iTunes for that one. It's interesting. Grace Marlowe, My Yellow Bird, and My Yellow Bird. Thank you guys for the awesome reviews.
Dave, you got anything else?
I don't. I have nothing else.
All right. Ian, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
We are on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at Necronomipod, necronomipod.com for our stickers, patreon.com/Necronomipod for all of the bonus content. We got a ton of shit. For real. Like, we have years and years of backlogged episodes that I'm not sure people are aware exists. We have been doing 3 to 4 bonus shows a month since
September 2019.
But even before that, well, yeah, I guess Patreon-wise, since September of 2019. If you're not a patron, you can literally almost double your content by signing up and checking us out.
Yeah, there's easily 200 episodes on there.
Sure.
Go listen to it.
Of course.
And we are at Amazon.com. Search Necronomipod for all of our merch. Thank you all very much.
All right, you guys ready for cool down beer?
Cheers.